this is how I personally target spirit when I'm crafting for spirit vial robes. We need is to make these rare, and then we are going to desecrate them and roll them with a divine before fracturing. So just activate the Omen of Sinister Necromancy, obviously get your Ancient Rib and Auto Preserve Jawbone, and we do that for every single piece. Now we need to roll our tier 1 modifier. When we fracture and hit a tier 1 energy shield mod, it stays locked in with a really nice rolled mod at the very minimum. 110, that is perfect. We roll that one. 108 is debatable. Now for the most important and crucial step, it is to hit that tier 1 modifier that we've been so adamant about fracturing. And we got it. This is already a nice piece. Now let's see what we fractured on the other pieces. Lightning res, intelligence, and another tier 1 energy shield mod. So that means that we can craft 2 out of this batch. I like it. Now that's not to say that all of these are busted. I'll just craft them for high ES with resistances, and the intelligence ones, I can't give out my secret for the intelligence ones, so don't even ask for it. We got our base here. I did tell you guys that I was gonna annul it all the way down and then work from there. So now you just need a base that is fractured, and you just, wow, man, wow. If you do manage to homogen a tier 1 energy shield right next to your other tier 1, the next step is simply to activate the Omen of Sinister Necromancy, Ancient Rib, and now you desecrate spirit. Boom. That works. That actually works. From here, you could divine it in order to get that 50. 91 is pretty bad. However, ideally what you would do if you didn't hit the spirit, you would just like that. I know that hurts and is painful to some people. That's just how we roll, baby. Can we hit it again? How easy is it to hit spirit? That is the question. There we go. If you do manage to chaos roll into spirit, you would then try to homogenize the tier 1. Now notice that we did get a tier 1 hybrid. That is not what we're looking for, so we just annul. Luckily, we got rid of that trash can mod. That is a bad mod when it comes to looking for spirit, and it is a god mod when you are trying to roll for high ES. Come on, and we keep rolling just like that. But there are definitely 2 avenues to go when looking for spirit. Now I'm just gonna keep rolling until I either hit another tier 1 energy mod or a spirit mod. We got spirit again, and then we just homogenize, and that is a prime example of how I would go when targeting spirit. I can either chaos roll spirit, homogenize the other tier 1 energy shield, and craft from there, right? We're gonna divine it so that we get that beautiful looking plus 50 spirit with a 93 energy shield. I'll take it. Now that we have our prefixes locked in, spirit has been targeted and captured, we can now work on the suffixes. And the way I like to go about it is I just grab a greater exalted orb and then I tag it. Now we did get 21 life regeneration, but that was a free opportunity to get something nice. The way we would remove this is by activating the Omen of Dextral Crystallization, which tells a perfect or corrupted essence to only remove a suffix, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. Now this bears the mark of the Abyssal Lord. Now I've been told that when you hit an armor with the mark of Abyssal Lord, you don't really need to use an Ancient Rib. And now let's see what we can desecrate here. Activate the Omen of Abyssal Echoes always. They're so cheap now. Now we did get a resistance, but we're gonna go ahead and re-roll. There is a very, very unique modifier here that we're aiming to get. However, we got fire res, and that is brilliant because now we have a resistance that we can homogenize. So activate the Omen of Noggin, and then just hit another resistance and another. Never mind. Always make sure you lock in that quality because you just never know when you are just gonna corrupt the out of it before doing so. Now with this base right here, I can always remove the desecration with an Omen of Light, try to homogenize a resistance back, and then hit it with another Ancient Rib with our Omen of Dextral Necromancy so that it only removes a suffix, and that way I could try to re-roll the suffixes until I get something more favorable. But if something like this is worth your while, then it's time to take this bad boy to the Temple of Corruption. Activate every single Omen of Corruption that you have. The mighty RNGesus. Don't fuck me on this one. And that is how you target spirit on any armor craft.